Thank you. Yes. Wow. That's awesome. Wow, it's like I paid you. Awesome. That is, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. I just want to get this out of the way right off the top. I was in a senior's residence. I was performing. I know, I'm bragging, and it was an interesting show. The average age, I think, was about 83, and I believe I was doing about as well as they were. And in the front row, I noticed there was this woman in the front row. So I went over and I said, "Are you enjoying the show?" And she smiled and said, "No." And I said, "Really? Nothing?" And she said, "Well, nice shoes." I know a lot of you came from West Island. This is an opportunity for you to check out part of the city maybe you don't normally see. My advice is just go down Saint Laurent. Go down, he knows. Go down Saint Laurent and you get to St. Catherine and you'll have a choice. You can go right or left. And everything in your fiber will say, go right, but no, go left. And you will see things that a young education cannot provide for you. You can get shish taouk with heroin. If you take a left, just take everything. They have a church right beside a place called Pussy Court. It's amazing. Both wonderful places of worship. So I got this spam mail the other day trying to sell me something that would block other spam mail. This is wrong, isn't it? This is like somebody breaking into your house, sneaking up to you while you're asleep in bed and whispering in your ear, "Would you like me to install an alarm system?" Maybe I could sell you a baseball bat. I learned this recently. The male porpoise, in the heat of mating season, has testicles which occupy 4% of his body mass. 4% in cold water. It's very difficult to maintain testicular mass in cold water. In cold water, I have a vagina. I can tell you how cold the water is just by checking out the old shrivel meter. Look at that, it's an inch colder than it was yesterday. Now you're gonna notice I take my time with my jokes. It's not comedic timing, I don't have many jokes. Sometimes I even recycle. Dolphins. The male dolphin, in the heat of mating season, has testicles which occupy 1% of his body mass. When the porpoises swim by, the dolphins go, "Look at the balls on that guy." Whales. The male whale, in the heat of mating season, has testicles the size of a porpoise. When the whales swim by, the porpoises go, "Look, he's got Lenny." I got my little kitty cat, some kitty litter, and on the bag of the kitty litter, it says eliminates most odors, but what it doesn't say right underneath that is except for cat shit. You see, that's the only odor I care about. Because that's what my cat puts in the box. My cat doesn't smoke Cuban cigars. Somebody should talk to the boys in research. Let's focus on the cat shit boys. My little kitty cat's got 3 legs. Yeah, that's how he feels. And everybody told us your cat will never run again. That's bullshit. 3-legged cats can run. They can't really stop though. Especially since we waxed the floor. They'll sell you insurance for your cat. They tried to sell us the insurance after we had his leg taken off. I don't think we need it anymore. I'm pretty sure if he loses another leg, that's it. Have you ever seen a 2-legged cat hopping around? Even the 3-legged cats are going, "What the fuck is that?" I think there's a fine line between funny and sad. I'll give you an example. I'm at a funeral with my father. It's my father's job to take the ashes of the deceased and put them in the ground. That moment, right there, sad, right? But then he falls into the hole. Funny. And he gets stuck in the hole, which is sad, but his legs are kicking, which is funny. And we can hear his muffled screams, which is sad, but he's screaming. That's not funny. Which I think is hysterical. I like sarcasm in comedy. I just don't think sarcasm went very well for the very first man in history who ever used sarcasm, because I don't think people would have really understood what he was truly trying to say. It would have been like, yeah, right. I stole all the chickens. Why doesn't the whole village just string me up and set me on fire? See, I don't think that went very well. I think it would have been a few weeks before everybody got it. The whole village is gathered around a fire. All of a sudden, one guy pops up. Hey, wait a minute. Remember Larry? How when we lit him up, how surprised he looked? Now that guy was funny. I think my most favorite superhero when I was growing up was Spider-Man. Spider-Man was my favorite superhero, but I grew up in the suburbs, and I quickly realized that Spider-Man would be really useless in the suburbs. Because there are no tall buildings. He'd just be spinning a web onto a lamppost and then running from lamppost to lamppost. Curb! Even the song would have been screwed up. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, spins a web, takes the bus. That's right, he's like the rest of us. Hey there! I think IKEA is proof that humanity is stupid. Because they are a successful business, and this is their business model. You buy it, you build it. And we do. We're like, where do we go? Where do we get it? Where do we find it? Is it conveniently located? No. There's one every 150 kilometers. But that doesn't stop us. We pile the kids in the car, we drive out to the IKEA, we get out of the parking lot, walk another mile to the store. Come on, Jimmy, you can make it. And you know they're smarter than you when you get in the store, because the first thing you do is you give them your children. At the IKEA daycare. You know the entire store is designed to test your intelligence. That's why it's built like a giant rat maze. And we just run through looking for all the cheese we can buy. Never has cheap shit had such sexy names. Would you like the whole Viking? It comes with the Helgestufe. They sound like something that you should rub all over yourself. But it's a lamp. You spend so much time in the store, you get hungry halfway through. So they built a cafeteria in the middle with meatballs that last longer than the furniture. You spend hours in the store. I've seen grown men break down and cry. I saw a grown man in accessories crying because he lost his wife in the living room section. And finally you get through the store, you get all the way to the end, and they have a customer service representative. And how do they give you service? By telling you where you can go get it off the shelf. Because you buy it, you go get it. And then if you're like me, you pay for your stuff. You go out to the car, you go home, you come back, you pick up the kids. And then you get to build your furniture. You get to build it with things you've never seen before. Ninja stars and Scrabble pegs. Because that's how the Vikings did it. And you know they're calling you stupid Because the directions have no words. Because they don't think you can read. Spend hours trying to build the furniture, begging God for a hammer and a nail. There's a picture of two people building the furniture in the directions. That's their way of telling you that it takes two people to build the furniture. So it will not only be a test of your intelligence, it will be a test of your marriage. And you will say things to each other that no marriage can endure. No, you just hold it while hold it straight while I turn, go to your mother's. There's a 1-800 number if you want to save your marriage. But nobody wants to call it because nobody wants to call up and go, I don't understand the pictures. And my wife left me. I can't get service anywhere I go. I went to a fish store to get 8 ounces of shrimp because that's what the recipe called for, was 8 ounces. I go in the store and everything is in grams. I don't know the conversion, so I go up to the fish guy and I say, how many ounces are in a gram? He looks at me like I'm a drug dealer. Like he's never heard this question before. It's so difficult. He has to go back and talk to his boss because apparently it's a two-man problem. He comes back and this is the answer I get. This is what I have to work with. Not a lot.